while. Oh, I think. Kind of, sort of. Been busy. But I have been coloring. Um, and my mouth hurts. It has been, which is one reason why I haven't been coming live. Um, the placement of the rubber bands that I have to do now is really like doing its work, and because it's at the beginning of it, it's only been like what, um, like 11 days or something like that. And when I take those rubber bands off in the morning, my teeth hurt. And they pretty much kind of hurt all day. So um, I haven't really been wanting to talk much. So I'm probably just going to put on music when I get done, like showing you what I've been doing. Because I really don't feel like talking. But this is what I've been working on today. I actually started it today too. I've been trying to use ink tints. That's what I was trying to do. And I wasn't getting what I wanted because I don't know how to work them. And so I also have been using Neocolor 2s along with them to kind of hopefully get what I want. So it still like has gone from where I necessarily, when I initially kind of wanted it to go, but I'm just going on along for the ride. Um, and just see what happens. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now. I think I'm gonna try and push through and like get more done on this. It's like I haven't finished like quick. Um, what was I working on? Well, I did two mandalas this week. Um, I guess I'm considering this one pretty much done. So, well, it's getting on the. Oh, even when I put the card on there, it's weird. Then I was started this one I think yesterday, and I was trying to, because I think these are storks, and storks are pretty. I mean, for the most part, they're kind of basic. You know, like you can't really go in the natural. They don't really go wild with the colors or anything. Um, so I kind of stuck with that. I was halfway toying with coloring them black because there are black storks and there are storks that have a lot of black and like a balanced amount of black and white. But I just decided to go with this. I don't think I'm going to change from this. I don't know. We'll see. And somewhere in coloring this, all of a sudden it dawned on me. Wait a minute. Okay, this is the water reflection. Oh, after I had colored this and after I colored all of this, and I looked at it last night, I was like, oh, wait a minute. So then I went in and I did the house, and I did the house lighter than the one here. Um, and I probably, if I'm gonna do like you do with painting, I probably need to add a, whatever you call it, the opposite color, whatever kind of neutralizes the main color a bit. I need to do that to kind of like dim it out, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But it's a thought. Um, so let's see, what did I use for this? I really was trying to use gel pens for this, but it just wasn't happening. I was like, nah, I'm not going to be able to do that because I did gel pens on the last mandala I did, and I really wanted to use them since I had them out. But yeah, it wasn't working too well. So I need to find something else that works well with gel pens, or that I can work well with gel pens and use them. Honestly, I wish all gel pens came like these Pentels. I want a gel pen that has body. You know what I mean? Not those winky dinky things, but I don't know. So I guess that's the next thing I'm on the lookout for. And jelly rolls, I don't know how to work them. I just don't. I don't know what it is. Um, I almost thought had half a thought of using jelly rolls on this page. It's like, no, I don't really want to mess up this book that bad because I just don't know how to work on things. Um, so I still have to finish this one, thinking more about the reflective thing. And I think these are light boxes, so I have to figure out what color I want to make them. And I didn't know. And so that's why I went on to work on that other page, the first page I showed you. I don't think, still haven't finished this one yet, even though I'm almost done. Um, I just want to make sure when I do this one last thing that it's really what I want to do and that it really looks right and not weird. Um, I want to actually use these, the Pentel Sparkle Pop, the silver. I want to use that in here, but just not ready to do that yet. Okay, so one thing I was working on Sunday, really early Sunday, that kind of, I don't know what happened, but I just went with it. Like once again, um, I had my Derwent Chromaflows out as I've had for like a while now, and I wanted to use the lavender, and so I did. And I wanted to use the turquoisey color, which I love, so I did. And then I wound up making the leaves that. And the funny thing is, actually, I had started with the cherries, and I made them red, or I was trying to make them red. But there's something weird with Derwent's reds. I don't know what's going on, but like they are not my go-to when I want a red because they don't give me what I need. It's always that Prismacolor, that one, the crimson or begins with a C. That's the one that always gives me what I need. Um, but so I really was not like, no matter how much work I did on them, the cherries, they just weren't giving me, they were not giving, period. And so I thought, well, you know what? We can play with this. And I wound up using these guys, the Pentel Sparkle Pop. They're iridescent metallic gel pens. Yeah, like we really like took a leap. And I said, worst case scenario, it'll be weird, it'll be ugly, and I'll have to paint over it, um, or something. There's always acrylic markers that can always get you out of a bind one way or another. And I did one color. I think I did the blue. I'm talking like I really am not having a problem talking. I guess although like I don't know if I sound like I'm like I don't know. I feel like I'm talking weird, but whatever. Um, I think I used the blue. Or did I use the purple? I used the blue. And yeah, it does look kind of greenish, doesn't it? The blue barrel kind of, I was hoping it would kind of, I didn't know what interaction it would have with the pencil as well. So I did this one first rather than doing purple. And it turned out like kind of green. I was like, uh-oh. I don't know if you can like kind of see that when I turn it. This one in particular on the bottom because I didn't do maybe as much to fix that one as the other ones. So it was looking a little too green, so I went and I used the one with the purple barrel. This one. Oops. Maybe you can't even see that. I think I'm pointing to something and I'm not. Um, and I went over it, and it was really kind of weird because I was really winging it because I didn't know how they were going to work with each other, didn't know how they were going to work with the pencil underneath. And so there is like some red peeking through, and I don't mind that. I'm calling it, contour. I'm going to let it be what it is. I don't know. It adds something interesting to it. Then I went over I thought, well, now I lost all that beautiful contouring I did do with the red and like a lighter pink and white. So I lost all that. And so I thought, well, now I need to like bring something back again. And so I kind of stopped a little bit. Like you can see how this one looks. It's like, okay, I'm afraid to go any further right now. Let me just stop because I don't know how much I want to do that on here. I don't know. Plus, things were kind of getting like loaded with medium, and it's like, okay, I need to like give this a rest because I don't know how things are going to move if I try to start painting over it and whatever. But I use this stuff, the Mandolama acrylic paint, the mythical unicorn shimmer finish. I love this stuff so much. You know that I love this stuff so much. And I was chancing it again because I didn't know what it was going to do, but it actually did help me blend out some of the color. I thought, oh, okay, so we got a metallic iridescent gel pen on top of, um, you know, kind of wax based or whatever pencil, and now we're putting acrylic paint over it. But it was working, and it was actually moving the color. And it was like, you know what? I kind of like that. That's actually kind of the blue. If you look here, that's kind of the blue that I really wanted. In an ideal world, if I knew what I was doing from the beginning. Um, but now I feel like I want to make all the layers of stuff I have on here work together and not try to make it be anything, but I want, and not try to cover up any of them, but make them work together since I put them all on there. So I got to fix this one, and that's where I stopped. I'm going to go over this one with more of the gel pen, the Pentel um, Sparkle Pop. Um, so other than that, I don't know where I'm going with this. And I looked at that bird. I'm like, ooh, that's a big bird. Ooh, I don't know what color I'm coloring it. I have no idea. But one thing that I did say, you know what? I want this mythical unicorn as the background. I could at least like do that, knock that out, and I don't have to worry about that. And then maybe do all the purple and turquoise and worry about the bird later. You know what I mean? Because I still have this branch up here to do. So, yeah. So that was an adventure. It's like we didn't intend to do this, but all we intended to do was color the page. So, you know, that's where we're getting. So I'm kind of like taking a rest on this page, especially before I pick up another paintbrush. Why am I putting these away? Oh, I shouldn't put these away because I'm working with them, duh. So I think, really, that's all I've been doing, I think, with the mandalas. I actually did 2 mandalas, or did I do 3? I might have done 3, and I only did a thing for 2 because, you know, I just felt like the first one wasn't that spectacular. Not that the other 2 were, but, and I also didn't feel like fighting around with things to make another one. Did I do this one? And yeah, I think I did do this was actually the first one I did. And I used gel pens on this one. And then I did this one. And then I did this one. I don't think I didn't do a video of this one. And I thought I had this cardboard. I thought I had it behind this page, but I actually had it behind the page after it. And so that's how I wound up with these colors, similar to these colors on the next page, because I actually have, and it didn't really come through in the short, which is kind of a drag. But yeah, it kind of came through, so I thought, well, let's work with it. And so I did, and I just realized I didn't really color those in, but I don't know what to do with them. I may use pencil to color that in like a really pale blue or white. Yeah, so I guess I need to do a short of this one. That'll be next week, probably. And what did I use? Oh, I used alcohol markers for this one. Because I wanted to use something different. So I used alcohol markers. So, and I wanted to do something quick because, like, I've been doing a lot of cleaning and organizing and all this other kind of stuff, and I just didn't want anything where I had to think too hard. So, yeah, that's kind of pretty. See, I like how it turned out kind of speckly, and I wish that had shown up more on here. It didn't. So, that is that. Oh, let's see. So I'm just going to color. Got more books to put away. But, and I don't want to work on this one right now. No. It's funny that this is kind of like similar in color, but I actually wanted more orange at the top of this. And it's hard now. That's one reason I don't like working with water. I don't like this crinkle crap. It annoys me. But I'm trying to, I'm trying to stay chill about it. Hey, TaylorMade. Hey, Vibrant. I was trying to stay chill. Yes, I am. I'm trying to. So tomorrow, we have a heat advisory for tomorrow, and it sounds like a lot of places have that all over the country, which is kind of interesting. Guess we're having a heat wave. What color to color these birds? Now, I started off using my ink tints. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, and it just wasn't, I don't know. I don't have the skill with it right now to be able to be intentional about what I do and have it be successful. That's a nice way to say I failed at what I tried. How about that? Should I be a politician? God forbid. Somebody asked me that one time. You should run for office. I'm like, hell to the no. I Child, when I got out of banking, I was escaping the bullshit. I ain't going to excuse my language, but hey, that's exactly what it is. I wouldn't like jump from the fire to the frying pan to the fire. Mm-mm. That's one way to make me hate people. If the Lord led me to, I would. And I feel like I shouldn't say it because I sure hope He didn't lead me to, because I hope not. Oh, yuck. I can't think of anything I would least like to do in life than that. I would rather hire me somewhere to clean public toilets. I'd rather do that. That's deep. I think it's more noble. It's a more noble cause. Because if there's one thing I cannot stand in this world, it's liars. Oh, it makes me want to spit. It makes me want to punch people. And I'd get arrested for punching people. It's not a good example to the public either, punching your peers. We're supposed to be in leadership over folks. So see, I know better. I'm staying out of politics, so I don't hurt nobody. It's the same reason why I said I'd never teach public school. As yet I haven't, and I hope I never do, because I will hurt people. I will definitely hurt people and be taking people's kids and say, nope, sorry, you're living with me. They're not taking care of you. You're living with me. They'd have to lock me up. They really would. Hey, bibliophile. Can't do it. If I know a kid's getting hurt, that's it. I'm hurting somebody. I just, can't do it. I know my limits. So been mixing the Neo Color 2s with the ink tints because it's helping me to recover a little bit and not be such a dunce with how this is turning out. I don't know. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's all there is. And see, why did I put that away? I'm gonna use it. And I thought about using Neocolor 1s on here, but um I'm not in the mood for, I don't know. I kind of always am in the mood for blending, but I don't know on this paper if the fact that things are so small on here, I don't know how that's gonna work. That might aggravate me. So I was like, nah, you better not do that. It's so funny. I posted the short last night, I think I did, that Ivy Pearl had done on the 50th anniversary colors for the Neo Color 2s. And I was thinking about it, it's like, why are you posting this? You don't even want them. So, but I thought other people might be interested. And I watched the video that she posted the link to of the guy who tried them all out or whatever. Yeah, I'm just not. I like how smooth they are. I do like how they work, but I just don't feel committed to. I don't feel committed to them. Uh, I like the ones better. Thick, waxy finish. Yeah, that's one thing that just like, ooh, that sends me through the roof. I just want to like hurt people. It's just like, and I am fortunately, and maybe I don't know if that's a part of it or what, but I'm a lousy liar because you can see everything on my face. I can't hide it. So I have to be upfront with people. And I even tell them, it's like, okay, when you're telling me this, my face might be screwing up all kind of weird kind of ways, but I'm just thinking about what it is you're saying and it's my initial reaction. So don't take it personally because, it's not about you. So I just have to tell them that because it's like I can't hide it. If I think something is like off or whatever that you're saying, my face is going to show it. So I just tell them it's not about you. I'm just reacting to what you're saying, and then I filter it and try and think it through. It's not any rejection of you or anything like that. I'm just weird like that. I can't hide my facial thing. Now, in some cases, some people who get my faces, they get a face that they absolutely deserve. So that sets them straight. It's like I don't have to say a thing. Yeah, and I still am like I don't like working with water. I don't. I do not. I don't like bringing water into the mix of my working with stuff. I can't stand it. I still might change. I don't know, but right now it still aggravates me. That's why I haven't gone back to trying to work my way back to working with the gouache, but it's like then I got to do this and I got to do that, and it's like I don't know. It aggravates me. And I was watching a video by that guy, the same guy that Ivy Pearl shared the link of for the anniversary colors of the Neo Color 2s. And he has one on those, um, I don't know, this, I think that maybe they're not the, I don't know. I was thinking they were the same crayons that I saw, art crayons that I saw from um, someone who had done a video on how to use the Neo 2s and 1s together. That was really helpful. And then, but she's from, she got hers from Europe and she lives, I think, in like Southeast Asia or something like that. So, and when I looked them up, because Jackson Art sells them, they were not available for the US, from the US Jackson Art website. I thought, well, that's interesting. But I was investigating that because she was saying that she was wondering if they were a replacement for the Neocolor ones. And so that's what caught my ear. It's like, why, replace them? Or are they going to be better? But now I don't think they are, because they seem more like they're like an oil pastel with wax in them, and they're like they're called something Neo Color 6901 or something weird like that. I could be wrong, but I think they were the same thing as what she was talking about. And looking at them, I said, nope, I don't want them. Because the first thing he said at the beginning of the video about them, yeah, you can tell that they're kind of like an oil pastel because they have the crumble. I was like, crumble? Nope, I'm not there. I don't want no crumble. No crumble for me, except on a cookie. That's it. It's the only crumble I want. I feel like I have to work on this without really thinking about it, because I so don't know what my intent is anymore with this picture, that I really have to be in subconscious mode to do it, because I don't know what I'm doing. What's the objective? I don't know. Finish the page. That's the objective at this point. Finish the page and not hate it. That's the objective. Yeah, these things get on my nerves. I'm just not. I'm not about the water experience at all. Look at my hand. Boy, I'm cranky this afternoon. And like this is kind of a crazy few days. I was having sound problems with my computer. Um, One of them. Um, I had to order a new vacuum cleaner. It arrived yesterday. Um, I have my light here that's under the desk. Did it turn? Yeah, it won't really turn off. I don't know if you can see that. It's like flickering right now. When I turn it to the off position, it flickers. It will not turn off. It's really strange. I don't know why it won't turn off. I don't know if it's about to go or what. Um, so and then something else was happening. Like my Bluetooth kept conking out on my speakers, and I couldn't figure out why. It just happened all of a sudden. Unfortunately, I fixed it. I don't know how I did, but I thank the Lord for that. I don't know. I just started pressing buttons, turning things, and whatever. Um, and it's something happened. I don't know what. Something happened. Just a lot of goofy things. And he also got a lot accomplished. Before all of that, I got a lot accomplished. So I said, maybe the devil's just mad. Well, it's like it can't have one. It's like a um yeah, you can't replace the bulb in this. So you kind of have to throw the whole light out. It's like a LED, I guess it's LED light, and it's like flat. It's like a flat bar, and it fits underneath my desk, so that I can see what's on here. Um, and I charge it with USB. So, and finally, like, I just let it run totally out yesterday because it just wouldn't turn off otherwise. And I thought, well, maybe that'll kind of like reset it or something if I let it run out entirely and then recharge it. But no, it's still doing the weird flicker. So I want things to be made to last. I don't like that so many things are just like made to throw away. It's like, no, you throw it away, it's out of my sight, but it's not gone. And I just, I don't know. And I don't know what kind of mood I'm in or what. Contrary mood or what, but I know like Ozzy Osbourne died, and rest in peace, hopefully, Ozzy. But every time I can't post anywhere anybody says anything about it because the first thing I think is, well, my favorite was Ronnie James Dio. It's like, really, he was. He was my favorite. He probably is up there for. He's could be my favorite rock um, vocalist. Ronnie James Dio. Dude has a voice. Had and he was Catholic actually, very devout, which is kind of interesting considering he sang for Black. I don't know how long he sang for Black Sabbath for, but I was most acquainted with him when he sang with Richie Blackmore, and man, I loved it. And then his solo stuff, like the song "Holy Diver." It's so hokey, but it's his voice is just like, oh, it just like presence just takes over. So I love that song, even though it's like hokey. I love it. And he also sang on like when the keyboardist, guitarist, etc. for Kansas, Kerry Livgren, when he became a Christian and he put out a Christian album, and I bought it, and Ronnie James Dio sings on it, and oh my gosh, he's just like his voice. I think I'm gonna post that song, even though the music's dated, but um, Dio's voice is like wow. It's kind of very theatrical. Well, he's got the whole metal thing happening, but early metal kind of thing. Him and Paul Rogers, they're my favorite rock vocalists. Oh my gosh, I love Paul Rogers' voice. It's kind of interesting. When I living here, there was a concert that was here outside one summer, and Paul Rogers was here. And the funny thing is, like, there was, and I don't know, like, it's kind of weird. We were outside and it was getting ready to thunder and lightning, or it was in a distance, and we could see it. And he was singing the song that has from Bad Company that has the lines, "The sky is burning," and there was lightning in a distance. You could see the storm in a distance while he was singing this. It was like, well, that was surreal. The only thing I didn't like about that was that there was not a live band. I was like, oh, give me a break. But I got to see Paul Rogers, so that's cool. And I got to hear Wilson Pickett. I think it was a couple summers before that. I think you couldn't not hear him because, well, at the time my husband had a boat, and I think this is before we were married, and so we were staying on the boat whenever they had this festival, which was really cool. I could sleep so good on that boat. Not that I don't sleep good in my bed, but I'm telling you, sleeping on the water is like, um, but so we could hear the concerts from the boat, and like there was always like a big party on the dock and everything. It was really fun. Um, but yes, I got to hear Wilson Pickett. I think by that day I didn't feel like dealing with all the crowds, and I think there was something else we might have been doing on the dock, and so we didn't go to that one. But it had been hot, and I'd been outside all weekend and sleeping in the boat and all that kind of stuff. Coming home, check on the animals, and going back onto the boat. Cat's looking at us like, "Where you been?" I didn't say you could go anywhere. Man, it's hard to believe that that much time has passed. That I've been here that long. It's weird. Why does it seem so dark? The sun is shining out there, but it seems dark in here. I don't understand that. Man, these colors are weird. Okay. Birds, birds, more birds. The book is called Aviary, and I'm complaining about there being more birds. Obviously, I'm the problem, not the book. How many pages do I have left in here? There's actually lots of pages in most coloring books. Yeah? Am I right or am I wrong? What's this one? Oh, I forgot about this one. I can work on this too. Now, this one I used water and I liked it. I was enjoying it. But see, the images are bigger too. So that's probably a big part of it. I need to finish this one. Just running out of ideas for how to color birds. I feel like I don't yet have it. I don't yet have how to color them. And it almost has me feeling like I need to look at birds more or something. Because I kind of wonder if there's logic to where their colors are as far as to what their inward body parts are. Not that the inward body parts are making the color, but that, you know how a lot of times in nature things are designed to protect certain things or fend off certain things or to, I don't know. I wonder if there's any logic there for that. That's cute. That's one reason why I'm using different, trying to use different mediums to get a different, see if something clicks for me for coloring these. And now we have like, these are birds that were in other pages. And I gotta figure out. Make the yellow light, but I don't want. I almost think I want him to be purple, but see, this is why I don't want to think about it. Oh, I think my white pencil, I think this is pretty much bit the dust. I'm going to save it though for the pigment. This is the first Prismacolor I've used up. So it's like a momentous time. I actually tried to sharpen it yesterday and then the tip fell out. So I guess that's all she wrote for that one. I almost feel like maybe the parametric pressure went down or something because I feel weird. Something feels different. Child, I am definitely the child of children of farmers. Some things, I guess, just stay in your blood. Okay. Ooh, Prismacolor. That Prismacolor light blue. You know what? If I could mimic that color in... What's that one? Oh, here's another one. It's sort of shorter. Do I want to do that? I kind of want to do that, but once I put this down, I can't put anything else down on top of it. So it's kind of a problem. Can I mimic that with something else? Let's see. Yeah, the Inktense don't come in enough colors for me. And that's specifically because when you lay these down, they're down. You can't you can't back out of it. And so this almost seems like something where you really need to have more colors. I have the blocks, but I really don't want to use the blocks because I feel like the blocks is going to be hard to do these small, images with. Purple, or I could make them pink and pink. Sorry to be just kind of perseverating over this. I'm just going to do something. For better or worse. I'm just going to try. Part of this is I really am trying to figure these things out. Combination of trying to figure these out, trying to use all my supplies. Both of those at the same time. And trying to see if using something different brings out a different, kind of feel for these pages. Okay, where's the neck? And where's the neck? And why don't they don't have a pink? I'll make my own pink. Because it seems like placement matters. with these and how you apply it. And that's what I don't know how to do right now. I don't know. And so I gotta kind of figure that out. I need to do something about this brush thing that annoys me so much. I don't know. Something about it just gets on my nerves. Ah, shoot. Need a nappy. There we go. I think that's from earlier. I kind of wash that out a little bit. Feel it underneath there? Nope. This is what happens. Started with the water and it was underneath the wrong page. Like that's what happened to me with the uh, that mandala or mandala or whatever we call it. So I've been watching the Boiler Room the past couple of days. They I don't know what you call them as far as what they are. Traveling DJ collective, not really collective. I don't think I don't know something, but they've been showing um shows from kind of I don't know what area of the world you call it. Southeast Asia, I guess. Southeast Asia? I suppose that's how that's categorized. So, um, where was it yesterday? I can't even remember. It was I think it was Bangladesh yesterday. And I particularly like when they have the female DJs. And this one girl, she was really good. I liked her. Then today was Sri Lanka. And that guy that I saw today, that was really good. I kept thinking, I don't know, I kept getting kind of a Frankie Knuckles feel from his choices. I liked it. Rest in peace, Frankie. Oh, my color's not too bad. And then I guess tomorrow it's going to be they're going to have Pakistani DJs. So I put on my notifications for them so I'll catch at least one or two. I just like EDM. I like EDM music, and I have since I don't know since my friend, particularly since my friend introduced me to it, like in the '80s, late '80s or '90s, early '90s. I liked it before then, but I didn't necessarily know all what it was. And he's the one who kind of like got me hip to a lot of it and showed me more, taught me more about it. It's kind of weird, but let's see. Are we going to do this all the way through? That's a lot of whatever this color is. But I think I'm going to do it. And put some white. I think I'm going to have to buy more white Neocolor tubes because I seem to use those a lot. And I need to learn how to use my white Neocolor one because I have a feeling that would work to help. If I could visualize my spaces before I start adding color to it, the Neocolor one white would help me to block out my white space. The space I want to stay white, the parts that I want to stay white before I add anything, any water based thing to it. Like I could have done that with this if I had, thought about it and wanted to put that much thought into it. Um, it just didn't cross my mind, but um, I think that's on my list of something I'm going to try next. Block out my white space. The only thing is, that's the thing. The thing with the Neocolor ones is it's not going to blend. So I think that's why I like using the white in this more. Because I use it just like I use my white Prismacolor, actually. I don't know, I'm in love with these neutral blendable things. So even if I weren't to buy Neocolor 2s ever again, I'm pretty sure I'd be buying white. I'd be buying some of these. My husband had to go to, he's at a wake. I didn't know the person, but it was somebody he and his sister grew up with, and I don't know. He just told me last night. He says the guy was mowing the lawn, and he went over a a nest of ground bees. That's awful. So I asked him. I says, "Well, was he allergic to them? Like, I don't know. I know they can be mean and stuff. I found some in our yard um, years back, and well, I just noticed I'm like bees coming out of the ground. I never heard of such a thing. And so I told him, I says, I see this spot in the garden where there's bees coming out the ground. And city girl, I'm like, whatever. This is weird. This is another one of the weird country things. And so yeah, so he said, well, show me, and I showed him. He goes, oh yeah. He goes, those are ground bees. I'm like, ground what? and and he actually he poured gasoline down the hole. I guess he got rid of it because I didn't see him again. But that would have been really like horrible to actually walk over that and not um had known they were there. I don't know. I didn't know they could be that lethal. Now it's a good thing I didn't know that then, because I would have flipped out. Oh, it's so sad. Sad. You never know. You don't know. But I'm telling you, my cats and everybody's dogs made me brave. They made me go outside. It's because I love them. I went outside. It's like, okay, well, they want to be outside. They want to hang out. Okay, they'll protect me. We'll go get somebody if something happens to me. I used to love that though. Like I'd be like weeding in the garden and the cats would be lying around me. I'd turn around and I'd see they're like lying in like a semicircle behind me, just watching me work. It was hilarious. People would come and look and they say, "That's bizarre." I was like, I don't know. I guess they just want to be where I am. They were so funny. I had one that would like kind of go off and he'd go off and hunt. Another one would have to like go and like go jump on something and show off for me and get me to look. My sister-in-law's dog would come outside, come running outside, look for the nearest stick and come running up to me and hitting me with the stick. Come on, let's play. Come on, let's play. So I'd have to try and throw the stick far enough so that I could like get a little bit of weeding done before she ran back with it. Do I? Let's see. I think I'm gonna go over. Oh, that. This one's on move. Well, then I had to. Well, this was kind of timely, no pun intended. But I have like a Galaxy 2 watch, and I also have a Galaxy 5. And I actually got this watch. Got it on the Galaxy 7 on Prime days. I happened to see it, and I just got it, and it's like it turns out I got it for half price because I went on the Samsung website because I have a lot of Samsung stuff, and they were even their deal was not giving me as much as I got on the Prime deal, and it was very impromptu that I did it. And I was like, why did you do that? Well, it turns out I needed to do that because now my Galaxy 2 watch the face is falling off. So it's like, okay, I'm learning like don't be afraid of shopping, but there's a balance, right? And the funny thing is, the watch had a white wristband, and I was like, I don't wear nothing like I don't know white wristband. That's weird. For me, it is. But I had actually bought a pack of wristbands um, from Amazon like a year ago because I felt like the band on my Galaxy 2 watch, I felt like it was I was probably going to have to retire it soon. And turns out those bands actually fit Galaxy 7 watches as well. Not just 2, not just 5, but also 7. So immediately when I got my watch, I got it yesterday, I changed my band because I already had them here to change. I didn't have to go buying one. It's kind of weird how that happened. So I was prepared for it, but without knowing that I was ever going to do it. In the Galaxy 2 watch, the band is holding strong, but then, like I said, the face is falling off. But I had to find out. They won't repair it because that's why I had been on. I went on Samsung to check, and then I also like kind of searched Google and Reddit and a few other places. And I don't trust my skills for trying to glue this back on. and it had become my knockaround watch to use at home. But now it's like I'm afraid to do that because if I'm doing it while I'm knocking around, cleaning, doing dishes and stuff, it just may, face falls off and it's gone forever. But if that happens now, I know I have a backup. But I think what I'm going to do is try and find a reliable way to glue it first. So I use my watch to track my sleep and things like that. So, and the funny thing is, when they had the sevens, they came out. I didn't like them, um, because they were, I don't know, they were trying to do too much, basically. But then when I looked, this one is actually, it's the base version of the seven, which is actually all I want. I don't need all that other weirdness or weird look or whatever that they have. Because I think they had them like one, like for, I don't know, keeping golf scores or something like that. It's like, I don't play golf and I don't want to. It's like all these useless things about it. It's like, oh, please. Boy, I sound cranky today. I don't mean to. I guess I kind of am, though. I don't know. Just got a lot to do, basically, is why. I've been doing some work too, in between, you know, a lot of organizing and stuff I've been doing. Buying new vacuum cleaners and the like. I decided I will never buy anything other than a Dyson ever again as far as vacuum cleaners. I don't know why I even tried. I think it was a Bissell. I gave that to a neighbor. We gave that to a neighbor. Her daughter, who I think must have just gotten an apartment or something like that, so we gave that to her. Because it just doesn't do the job. Not for what I need it for. So we got the Dysons. Have one of the stick vacuums, but I wanted I wanted an upright because I wanted an upright for upstairs because there's a different kind of cleaning upstairs than it is downstairs. And I needed, yeah, that battery wouldn't last long enough. I'm doing things like vacuuming the mattress and this and that and the other. I'm gonna need longer and more power than the stick one that we have would give me. Whereas the stick one is good for downstairs for, even for the living room carpet and things like that. It's good. It's great for that. But not for upstairs. So I finally just had to says, okay, get rid of the Bissell. Because there were some things I was trying to do up here while I've been reorganizing books and closets and all that kind of stuff that it just was like, neither of the vacuums I had was like standing up to the job. So much so that I just had to stop because it was like a waste of time. Gotta have the right tool for the job. And I got it yesterday, and I don't. I'm taking my time opening it up because once I open it up, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start working like a maniac again. It's like I'll just take a little break. You've been through a little bit, and you accomplished a lot. So Just take a, well, kind of a break. I worked on work stuff yesterday instead, and did some coloring, and made some body butter. I finally I finished the mango butter, and I was able to get rid of that smell from it. Did work what they said to do. And it's oh my gosh, it's so good on my nails and my skin. I actually have it on my hair too now. My hair loves mango butter. Absolutely loves mango butter. My whole body loves mango butter. So, um, yesterday, let's see, when did I whip the mango butter? I think I whipped it day before yesterday, and then and put that in jars, and then yesterday put the shea butter in. I put that in the, what do you call it? The mini crock pot, and so I have that's been cooling overnight, and I still have it. I didn't feel like going through all that today. I'm just gonna let it set another day, and do it tomorrow. I'll whip it tomorrow. I have like an old, very old, um, what do you even call it? Blender. That, like, I don't know, back when I had my second apartment. Is that old? That thing, it's like, and my husband actually got another, how do you call it? It's some kind of ring. I don't know what it's called, but the ring wore out on my other one, or some, I don't know what happened to it. It ripped, it got thrown away or something. I don't know what happened to it. But whatever happened to it, it was like that's the only thing I needed. So my husband actually had somebody make one at his job. And so I've been using that since, at least for 3 years, 4 years. Works fine. That thing is hardcore. They don't make things like that anymore. So that's the one I always blend my, my hair products and body butter things. I always do that in that, and that's all that's for. So I'll whip the shea butter mix tomorrow and put that in jars. Then, I almost wonder if I should. I keep thinking maybe I should mix the shea butter with some castor oil, because my hair does not really like shea butter that much, but it loves castor oil, so that might counteract it. Um, but I also have some mango seeds that I've been saving. And I hope it's okay that, like, I guess you have to boil the mango seeds before making butter from them, because it breaks down some weird thing that's in them. And then after you boil them, then you smash them up and whip them up. So I have about 5 seeds to do of that. And I have one mango seed that's of it's called, I guess they're selling them this year. I don't know. They're called golden mangoes. I don't know. They're not as big as the regular ones. But I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna plant that one in a pot indoors, and see if it grows. Just because I can. That's the only reason. And I also have some avocado seeds I've been saving too, that I thought, while I'm in this whole butter thing, maybe I should do those too. So I just might do that. You just gotta look up again how you make it. I don't think you have to boil the seeds like you do with the mangoes. Okay, birdie looks a little out of place, but I could put some orange in it to kind of match the sky if I'm going to keep... See, I hate that. It's so hard. That's hard. I kind of like the color of the bird. And I didn't even use any water yet. Well, yes I did. I forget. I did. Well, I'm talking more than I thought I was gonna. But my mouth may hurt. I need to take some Tylenol. I would imagine this is going to subside after a while, but the initial pull, I mean, I can tell it's doing something because that might, yeah, it hurt. It's like an ache. And I need to tell myself to make myself a smoothie with turmeric because I have some cubes in the freezer of golden milk, which is basically turmeric, and it's like turmeric, a mix of turmeric, black tea, almond milk, um, what was I gonna say? Almond milk and sweetened condensed milk, because turmeric needs fat in it, So I always try to use something that has whole milk, or you can even add butter to it, but that would kind of gross me out a bit. One time I added ghee to it because I think some Indians actually do add ghee to theirs, and that kind of freaked me out a little bit, but I think if I had a cold or something, I might, I would probably do that again. But yeah, I probably should have that for dinner or something to kind of keep the swelling down or something. At least so it doesn't ache like it does. Then I had a twinge in my jaw yesterday, kind of like a TMJ twinge. I was like, no, don't be doing that. That's what made me take Tylenol. It's like, nope, 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 nope. That's a bridge too far. We're not doing that. But what, August is next week? 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. Today's the 23rd. 23 and 7 is 30. So next Wednesday? Next Thursday is August 1st? Is that something like that? Wow. That's why I feel myself kicking into, changing gears. Working on work stuff. I think instinctively I'm like, yeah, you gotta get ready. Hey, Boyd. Boyd. If I could ever get to my box of coloring books, I might be able to color in a different book. Or a different set of books. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Although I do want to do some color alongs, but I don't know. I really want to complete a book. Maybe we should change that, but I don't know how. It's like I like it and I don't. But I kind of feel like I'm going to match the birds to the colors up there. That's what I think I'm going to do. Hey, Marsha. Good to see you. I want this color. I like this blue a lot. A lot. Oh man. Excuse me. Why does it feel like Tuesday? And I know yesterday was Tuesday. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Close enough. I just realized that maybe it's not close enough. Where's layer? Let's see. Let's keep going with it. Oh, it's a different blue. Is it a different blue? Is it? I didn't think so. No, it's not. Hmm. Mm. Ooh, that's weird. Why'd they do that? That's bizarre. Let me put this back in here just so I don't lose it. Oops, all in here so I can see them. Can't see them. 20 minutes. Don't want that. Oh, there's another orange. Excuse me, and the white. You know what? I think now I want. Shoot. But I don't want it real bright. It's kind of hard. Kind of make your own colors. Yeah, we're gonna have to get some of these open stock because I seem to like them. Not sure what I'm doing there. I feel like I'm gonna go over that with more blue. I don't know what that did. I'll wait for it to dry. Before I can do anything else with it. Okay, so I'm gonna make these the same color. I keep looking at this and saying, is this the color? I think you need more coffee. Or want more coffee, not need. So I gotta check and make sure it's in focus. Hmm. Let's see more clouds. Oh, same green or different green? I could use. Where's that? 1, 2. There's another one. Where is it? Missing an ink tense. I think it's the one I want. There it is. Try it with this time. See if I like that better. I kind of feel like I'm going to need more blue, but I can always go over it afterwards. Did you do that sign? Doesn't look like it. Even though I did, it doesn't look like it. Keep putting the pencil down and not do. Okay, it's got to be in here because. But yeah, that's it. try this one. I like this one better. Oops. Too much. Okay. Hmm. I think I'm going to stop there. Just have more thinking to do as far as what to do with these two birds. Parrot, if I'm going to make it like 2 different colors, 3 different colors. Um, and the owl, yeah, what color? Um, hmm, that's kind of interesting. Different. One color. So, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. If you watch on the replay, thanks for watching the replay. If you're in the United States, stay cool tomorrow. Get ready tonight for a hot day, hot weekend, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye bye.